So yeah, those Halloween haunt guys are really something, aren't they? I like the video, and they're kind of scary. But I hope to see them again, maybe live next time. But I am going to check out their socials and look them up on Facebook for sure. And I'm going to like them because I like them. See you next time. Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
Whoa!
Hey!
Well,
Hi, guys.
And a Monday.
Wow,
Long time no see.
I was just looking up some of my latest hub dub do.
Hubba.
And all of a sudden, I got this guy peeking and looking at me. Three
Well,
windows.
welcome everybody to another edition of the Heikadelic Show. On a long weekend, here we go.
Yay!
Oh, yes.
Happy May 2-4. Go light
Oh,
off
yeah.
some fireworks for fucking Queen Victoria.
Uh-huh.
We are not amused. We are not
Do you guys
amused.
think
Well-
my head looks kind of square?
Yeah, it does. Actually.
You can't say that!
Well, your hair, man.
Look at it!
I'm English, and the first thing I think of is joy. Where are you from? Germany? Like,
Yeah.
Can you tell?
He might be a little German.
hey, okay.
Yeah,
I have to ask you a question because so far all my German friends can answer this the same way. When you put a hat on, does it go off a bit?
It turns, yeah.
Yeah, you can't wear a hat straight, can you?
No.
No, I do not have one German friend who can wear a hat straight. Every time you see him, they're like this. It's like, man, he's like, no, I don't even move it anymore. It just stays over, or it's just always off.
We have ways of making you talk, old man.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And mine always goes to the right.
Yeah.
Where are you getting your hair done lately, Hike?
Yeah, it's pretty poofy. You got
I
good
know.
volume. It's volume.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I get it done right down near Derek's place.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Where's that?
Well,
I need to get my haircut sometime too. You get ready down there?
Yeah, it's called Haven.
Oh yeah. Is that the one on the main strip or on the side road there?
No, it's right on the main road.
Okay, beside the cafe.
Right beside the cafe.
Right
Yep.
beside roadside, or not roadside cafe. River Street Cafe in
You got
Sunderland.
it. You
Great
got
place
it.
to-
You got it.
Great place to eat. Drop in and see Tracy Douglas for all your cafe needs.
She's awesome, man. I love her.
Yeah, I was actually.
I
I was partying with her at the jam there on Friday.
Oh, were you?
night. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
What do you
I just talked to Tracy. I want to come back.
Yeah.
I do. Yep.
To the jam? I want to come back.
Yeah.
Yes, I do actually, for a few reasons, but yeah, mostly because I had a good time. It was great.
They just posted their jam.
I'm gonna stay overnight though next time.
July
I'm gonna-
22nd. Do it.
No, well, I'm gonna bring my big army truck.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stay in the back because I want to get
Yeah.
indulge in some.
So what you do is they have a fence line, right? You just back up to the fence line and you take your spot.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, when are they still? Have they started it or is it?
Oh
like-
yeah, it's already set up, ready to go. Like the whole.
What did
party-
they
Yeah,
do
but
in
are
the
they
winter
are they outside yet? Are they outside? They're
No,
still
no,
in
they
the
don't do
house.
it outside yet. So they only do it outside for like a month, right? You don't want to kill the neighbors.
Yeah.
And then it's all inside.
Okay, so like they do it all winter too, then I guess, right?
All year round.
All year.
Every Friday,
Holy
literally
smokes.
for 7 years. I bet you.
I love those
if
guys.
If they have missed 10, I would be surprised. Even like COVID, because remember you were allowed groups of 4. So I go over. Rob was there, his wife, couple like rotate people in and out.
Yeah.
We play.
So Rob is the guy that owns it. No, eh?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and then his wife is
Shannon.
Yeah.
We should have him on one day.
We should definitely have them on.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, like, who does that? Who friggin' does that shit, right?
They
literally
open up their house
every
to
Friday.
anyone every Friday. Come on in. And I think there has only been 4 people who've been told that you can't.
Oh, because they got stupid.
Yeah. Like one guy took a swing at the fucking owner of the property.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mental.
This is the last time I hit a guy too.
No, but it's a lot of fun. I like their outdoor setup.
Yeah.
But, I got a tour of the house too. That was very cool.
Yep.
The kids are like, it's amazing. Like obviously you want to have decent people there and stuff, but grow up in that environment. It's all about music, right? These guys.
Yep.
I've never met certainly any couple that is that dedicated. I mean, to open up your house like that, they're like,
they've literally turned it into a venue.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they cut out a bedroom and made it into a bar.
Right. So do they? Okay. Well, maybe that's an offline discussion, but like, I mean, they don't ask for money or anything, right?
Nope. Nothing.
Like to me, it's like the ultimate in giving back.
Okay. So Rob used to do the jam at the Legion.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever reason, he decided not to do it anymore, and then he decided to do it at his place.
Now, did they start that during COVID or prior to?
Oh, dude, that's been 7 years now.
Yeah, because I remember you talking about it quite some
6
time
years
ago. I'm going to the Friday night jam, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
But okay, let's.
I remember I drove down the street one day because I heard it was a ghost town. So I was looking for the sign. And it's funny because the sign is right across the street from their house. Yep. So I was stopped on the road. I got out of my car and I took a picture of the sign. And Shannon comes out the front door and comes down the front and introduces, starts chatting with me. And she invited me to come to their place on Friday night. I'm like, holy shit, really? Just like that.
Yeah. Come on over.
That was.
And then I told her, I said,
until you prove wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy named Derek? And she lost her shit. She goes, no way. And I told her who I was, right, from the Heikadelic Show. And she goes, oh my God, So yeah, very cool people.
That's wicked awesome.
Uh-huh.
And those are 2 words.
Wicked awesome.
Wicked and awesome.
Wicked awesome. That's an Adam Sandler thing, though.
It is.
I think.
Is it Adam Sandler? Wicked awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I
did a binge last week on Adam Sandler stuff. I forget what I watched first.
What's your favorite?
Well, you know what? I like Happy Gilmore, and I like that stuff.
What's your favorite? Your favorite number one, all of
them. Well, I don't know. I still like to watch Little Nicky once in a while.
Okay, yes. My God, Little Nicky is my favorite. Absolute favorite.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Yes. Okay,
I love it.
Now, here's this. This is because I love stupid little things. So, with the ratings, right? To keep it like PG-14, you're allowed to swear twice in a movie. Or something, right?
Really?
Yeah. So,
we would make PG on this, right?
Yeah. So for Adam Sandler, like for him to do it. That's why he in every movie you always watch for the like the swearer because he always really pronounces it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. Right?
No, it's like no, it's not like that. It's like Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. And he's got that kind of, not to,
Have you guys seen it? His face is fucked up. So he talks on
Yeah.
Talks out of the side of his face.
Yep.
But
My brother beat me up again. Lucius.
Yeah, like
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I like it when, like, what did he pop out of a manhole or something like that?
Yeah, because he doesn't. Okay, so if you don't know, Little Nicky is Satan's son. So
Yeah.
he comes to Earth, right? And he's like, I'll go to Earth and get Lucius, right? His brother.
Yeah,
I'll stop him, right? So because he's gonna wreak havoc, and it's actually funny as hell because he's like making priests like go, yes, I want to touch little boys, yeah, yeah. So anyways,
That's horrible, by the way.
yeah. So Little Nicky's like, I'm gonna bring him back, right? And he gets all fucked up and can't get him. But
Yeah.
so, what was it? The manhole. So he's like, the first time he goes back, he's like, oh, what's this? And he lifts his head up and gets run over by a truck lifted out of a manhole.
Oh, right.
He goes back. Oh, you can't do that. Walks it in front of a bus. Back to hell again. Can't do that. They keep on sending him back up, and he keeps dying.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find the trailer here on YouTube because it is friggin' hilarious. I haven't watched it in a while. I would definitely do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while either. So that's what we should do, guys. We get together one night and watch Little Nicky.
And have popcorn. We could do that.
Popcorn and peanuts.
I think we'd start with Little Nicky and then we'd watch Debbie Does Dallas or something like that.
Oh my God!
In fact, Dallas needs the
now
help
that you
right
say
now.
that, but Debbie Does Dallas, starring Bambi Woods.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did we go off on this journey? Like, oh my God.
Oh, you brought it up. Okay,
Well, that's not. Yeah.
This is what we do on the Heikadelic Show.
Let's do like most respectable businesses do, and we're gonna pivot onto something else. We're gonna
No. I'm going with
We're
this.
gonna pivot.
Okay, so, anyways, Debbie Does Dallas, part 2, right? Not
Oh,
part
yeah.
1, part 2, right? I found that videotape.
Did you know?
Yeah, and that was at that pivotal age in my life where, oh my God, this stuff that I've seen in magazines is on video. Holy shit. And then my parents found it. I left it in the fucking VHS. Oh man, it wasn't good. But I found where my parents hid it. Yeah, I got it back. You want to know something? I'm going to be honest with you. I had that video probably for 20 plus years, right? I bet you I just got rid of it like when I moved to this house, right?
Yeah.
So I had that video forever, and I bet you I still only watched 20 minutes of it.
The same 20 minutes.
Huh? No.
It's just over.
No, it wasn't the same 20 minutes. It was just I would watch like a minute at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Same 20 minutes.
Okay.
Well, speaking of watching things over and over again, let's have a quick look at Little Nicky's trailer here.
Oh no.
Yo. Oh, wait a minute. Why can't I hear anything here? Why is that? Oh, that's because I'm muted. Okay, let's try this again, boys.
Meet Nicky.
Hello, friend.
It's his first day in New York City. After a day like this,
Hey, can I ask you something?
most people would pack up and head home. But for Nicky, this is a picnic compared to where he's from. Tell.
Well, I'll have to take a mulligan on this one.
Now, he's giving Earth one more chance.
My name is Beefy. I'm an old friend of your father.
And this time, there's
Beefy.
someone to show him the ropes.
Now, kid, put it in your mouth.
Oh, boy. He's starting to feel new things
I like it better than the gelati.
and even make some new friends.
Wrap your minds around this, Chicago.
I love this song.
You just read the blood of the innocent.
Oh my God,
I love
awesome.
But the last thing his evil
That was-
brothers want
I'm calling you out, brother.
is for Nicky to be happy,
Can't make me go back. Of course I can.
forcing him
Release your evil.
to find some powers of his own.
This Coke tastes like Pepsi.
You changed a Coke into a Pepsi. That was your big transformation? That's pretty good for my first try.
From the guys who brought you The Water Boy and Big Daddy,
How can I win?
Something that he doesn't have.
Speech impediment.
Adam Sandler,
Never doubt my skill.
Little Nicky,
Oh, yes. I mean, whoop, whoop.
I mean, woof woof.
There we go.
By the way, I'm bad to watch a movie with, just in case if you didn't realize, because I fucking like laugh out loud all the time and shit.
Well,
Okay,
no,
here,
You're
listen to
supposed
this.
to.
no,
Oh.
that's totally cool. Like,
You're supposed
Here,
to.
here.
Your teeth up and down. Up and down. Good, numbnuts. Now you gotta swallow it. Tilt your
Oh,
head
boy.
back
Here we
and
go.
let the meat slide down your throat hole. Easy, don't choke.
That's
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
I know they wouldn't put that on the trailer for obvious reasons, but you know, I like Adam Sandler. It's like
Potty humor.
no, but his production company, like what is it, Happy Madison Productions or something like that.
Yeah.
It's all his buddies, right? So you get
Every movie.
yeah, you get like Buscemi to like there's so many comedians and stuff like that, and he supports them along the way, and it's I really enjoyed like Mr. Deeds. I thought was funny. The Water
I saw
Boy,
him live.
you know, but yeah, Little Nicky, I probably watched it the least, but yeah, it's probably my favorite out of the bunch.
But yeah, no, it is. And it's like the most underrated Adam Sandler movie out there.
Yeah, it kicks ass, man. It's
I find the humor is like it's more dry.
yeah.
You know, it's like, hell, look, it's Hitler in hell, and you see him, he's mopping up, and he bends over, and he's getting a pineapple up the ass, right?
And you have to watch it more than once to pick up the subtle innuendos, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's very cool.
Right
so
on.
moving on.
Well, speaking of getting stuff in your rear end, George.
Yes.
What about your backside?
That's quite a segue, that guys.
Wow, that's.
I tried. I left it the
I mean, you know.
Well, wait a minute.
So, what were you doing last night, Grandad? Well, I'll show me backside. What? Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fun. Listen to the intro. But anyway,
I do it online. Oh.
Well, I was going to hope Brad might come on in a bit and guess it because he was a smart ass earlier, wasn't he? On his own show.
Yeah.
But wait.
Hey, folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside, and you can catch George out in the clubs DJing. That's right, flipping those discs.
and whatever else he does. But hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
All right.
Okay, so just so you know, Brad said, thanks, I'll keep you posted once I'm done here. And that was about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, at least I'll get to meet him. Unfortunately. Oh.
So is that the actual artist?
Oh, hey.
That's got to be Blondie.
You reckon it's Blondie?
Yep. Blondie.
Oh my God, George! 2 shows back to back. You never got to use your buzzer once.
I know. That's it. I quit.
You know, I know that album really well, and a giveaway was at the bottom where it said Chrysalis because Blondie made Chrysalis, right?
That was a label.
Like, I don't want to say they were nothing, but she made them very popular.
Yeah.
So like there where your fingers are, where it says Chrysalis.
Yep.
So, but that pose right there with the stiletto.
Yeah.
Like that pose that, you know, I'm pretty sure I had a wallet-sized version of that.
Oh, did you?
I'm a sucker for eyes, and those are lollipops. Yeah.
Well, Blondie, like actually her, to me, like not all of her facial features, but definitely her eyes were very Marilyn Monroe kind of. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, right?
Yeah.
Fucking go. Like, geez. Okay, let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay, but before we do, I just want to say, because it's got a name there, right?
Yeah.
It's Rapture.
Yeah. It says Blondie on the top of it.
Yeah.
Now, when I was doing this tonight, I had a flashback. See, we're talking like, you know, things, adult themes.
Yeah.
I was doing this, and it took me back, right? It took me back to where I grew up. Our house across the street, there was all these shops. We had like 3 blocks of stores. Everything was there, from butchers, bakers, chip shops, you name it.
Candlestick makers.
Yes, even those. Because directly opposite was a Catholic shop, and you could buy all this stuff. You know what I mean? Candles, you name it. It literally all and I worked in one of them. Was a delicatessen, but as a summer job in '68 to about '71. But direct, like just like there's a street, and next to our house, so it was literally like opposite our front door was Bob's Bookshop, right? And he had 2 windows. It was a corner store, and in the window, you know, he just put the Superman comics and, you know, the books and the paperbacks and all that. And on the side window, the smaller window, he used to put all the nudie books, right? And they're all displayed in the window.
Yeah.
And he used to get he used to cut up a brown paper bag with little strips and put them across.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. And we were like 10 years old. I mean, like,
that was his censoring.
You know, it's going to fall off one of these days. And they used to fade because it'd be there like for the month, and then new ones would come out, right?
Right.
You're going to fall off one of these days.
So if you guys are interested, I could tell you when Ringo almost became a gigolo.
Let's hear about when Ringo almost
let's give him the big screen treatment.
Right.
Let's put him in
You want me on the
widescreen.
big screen for that?
Oh, let's go in widescreen.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can. Should I name names? No, maybe not. Well, yeah, I will. So back in I grew up in Northern Ontario, but anyway, so one of my uncles probably didn't like me very much, I suppose. He says, "Hey, a buddy of mine has a job for you. You might be interested in." So this guy owned a video store and a couple of little businesses, and he was a shady character. Although back when I was like 16 or whatever the heck I was, you know, I was a well-built kid, and, you know, just strikingly handsome. I mean, but
oh my God,
besides the point.
His old ass of
I hadn't discovered. Well, I hadn't discovered my voice of an angel
That's
yet,
you.
so I was still
Boys,
working on
good looks. Okay.
Yeah, it was all good looks and some charm.
Boys,
Abs
good
of
looks. Yeah.
marble.
You've not lost them.
Right.
Okay.
And this was kind of my almost
If you're
my
not-
saying.
If you're not first, you're baby
you're last,
Jesus.
right? But mine was second is first place for losers. That was my thing. But anyway, so I had some swagger. But so this guy owned the video stores, and he was kind of like very, kind of French, kind of English, a little bit of a mix, Not that matters, but he was an absolute scumbag. So at the back of the video store, you could go get go rent just regular old videos, but then there was this back door, and behind the back door, it was all like porn, right? Now, of course, I didn't know that. I was naive. I was just there thinking, okay, I'm going to get a job at a video store. Well, it wasn't for the video store at all. What he wanted me to do is he had a small fleet of limousines.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3. And he said, well, what I want you to do is I want you to drive a limo. And I'm like, well, okay. And I just got my license not too long before that. And he says, yeah, I'm people will rent the limos and you have to drive people here and there. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. I was a little nervous because I'd never driven a limo. And he goes, well, so you need to wear, you need to dress up a bit. You need to wear a suit and blah, blah, blah. And he said, mostly you'll be taking women out in a limousine and driving them to wherever they want to go. And,
you need to have tearaway pants.
Something like that. Well, so then he goes, well, and you have to accompany them. And the way he said it was, well, what you got to do is you got to accompany the lady. You know what I mean? No, I don't. Well, come on, Ringo, you need to accompany her. If she wants to go to dinner, you'll go to dinner. All right? And I'm like, yeah, this is just kind of weird. But it didn't dawn on me. I was just an innocent young boy. And he kind of went on about, the deeper this got was, hey, if they want to have dinner with you, then you do that. And then you take them back home and drop them off. But if they want to invite you in for a drink or whatever, I said, I'm 16. It's like, and I just got my license. So like, we're not hitting, this is not sounding good. But as a young boy, I'm thinking, well, I still hadn't figured it out. So I went back home.
Damn.
To my mom, I said, hey, Mom, I got Mrs., like Grandma Ringo or Mama Ringo. And I said, Mom, I got a job down at the video store, but it's to drive limousines, and I have to pick up women and then accompany them on wherever they're going. And he said it's an escort job or service. And I had no idea really what that meant. I just thought I was like a chauffeur kind of thing, right? But my mom immediately goes, she went down to the video store. Oh my goodness. And she brought me down there. And I swear, she was going to hammer this guy. Like, there's probably, he was lucky there was a counter, between them. And, my mom, who is, just, when she got, you didn't want to see her pissed. But anyway, she just tore him a new asshole. And anyway, that ended there. And she explained to me that, no, it was...
let me ask you something. Did she go down there and get mad at him because he was taking advantage of her little boy, or because he was moving in on her territory?
No, oh God. I hope she's not watching right now. She's been down. But no, she no, it's definitely like, I mean, I was 16, right? But back 50 or not 50 years ago, but whatever, a few years ago, you know, that you know, we live in a different time, right? And we also, you know, I wouldn't have been so naive, I suppose, but then after I found out what it was like I was a little bit intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, I was like 16. It's like, but,
it's like, shit, maybe I should.
You want to know something though? In our lifetime, let's get these squares back to. Yeah, there we go. In our lifetime, we've had something like we've survived a lot.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's amazing we've made it this far, because like every 10 years you get like, hey, here's SARS, here's fucking the avian flu, here's Bill Gates is now buying all the farmland and you're not going to be able to fucking eat because he's gonna. Oh yeah. Like, you get. When is it gonna end, or does it?
Good. The establishment.
What do you guys think about
one world government?
I have two questions.
Okay, go ahead.
First question is, when's George going to play the song? Because I'm really thirsty.
Well, we played it earlier.
What's the next?
Yeah, but that was on another show.
Well, I was just seeing if you're paying attention.
The next question.
Question 1 is done. I'm not.
So question number 2.
Yeah.
Is, do we have any fans that are in on the show today? We haven't seen any names come up.
Nobody's talking yet.
There's
a few people watching, but nobody's commenting right now.
Nobody wants to talk to you,
which is rare.
You guys all suck.
Well, I know. Like, there's a few.
Well, maybe if you don't tell them they suck, Hike, they might fucking. Once in a while.
No, but I'm hoping if I say that, then they'll get mad and say, "You bastard!"
Here's Honey. What fly do you want?
We just lost a couple of people. Thanks, Honey.
I know. Yeah, way to go.
We kind of like, we do this show pretty much for ourselves, and we let you watch in once in a while. But
that's right.
Like I know Kathy's not on because she would have got all over George's backside.
Yeah, I know.
Figuratively, you know.
George, do you like it?
Where's Keisha? I haven't seen Keisha. Where the hell is she?
Oh, Sandra.
To the top of our page, so it's business as usual.
What's wrong with you fans?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite funny, wasn't it? Because we were on Brad's show, DJ Staples 93, and they had a singer on called Simone Denny, who's like, she's Canadian. She's like, she had a gold awards and a silver awards and a much more music
that wasn't
award.
A silver, that was a platinum.
And a platinum. She had all these things, right?
Yeah.
And what was her name? Sorry?
Simone Denny from Love Inc.
Denny.
Yeah. And Brad sort of introduces, and he goes, and the other thing is, what George likes to do, he likes to show his backside, and her face just went, what? What? So we're going to get George.
She's like, what are these guys going to do?
What these guys do? You know.
It was funny. It was really funny. And when you finally said the backside of an album, you saw her face change.
Yeah, she just
my God.
She was like, what the hell am I going to get myself into?
So last week, speaking of backsides, there was a Magic Mike review in Oshawa at Skorsky's Hall. So, and it was very, what's that? So, anyway.
Oh my God, Derek's fighting with the animals.
I just got attacked by the cat again. Oh,
The Attack of the Cats.
She got all stuck in my headset. She pulled me down, and the freaking, of course, because something's grabbing at her underneath, she's clawing into my chest.
So the Magic Mike review it's all about like strippers, male strippers, right? So they were doing a live thing down at Skorsky's in Oshawa, but Maggie and Ed from Music Hall, they were actually hosting it out there, I guess. So so I called Ed and I said, "Hey man, do you need a hand down there or anything?" And he goes, "No, I think we got everything under control." And I said, "Well, then how am I going to get to see the Magic Mike show then?" And he goes, "Well, you can come on down if you want." And I said, "Well, I said I was kind of hoping I'd get in there." So he was laughing his ass off, but apparently, like, that place was packed, completely sold out. Like, and I don't know, like, if it's 1,000 cap or whatever. But that's a lot of women, right? And there were some guys there, but apparently it was a good time and a lot of fun. And
bring the women, the men will come.
Why I'm bringing it up, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but hey, if you want to, like, I mean, that would be the place, smart thing for a guy to go down, and obviously will not go down figuratively or anything like that, but like to go down there, to really run into a lot of hot ladies, right?
Yeah.
Because okay.
Well,
so
I have worked with both female and male strippers, and and the female crowds are just far more interactive. It's just scary.
They're crazy.
They go crazy, nuts. It's unbelievable. And even I did even here. I had a bar gig in Oshawa back in 2004 around there, and the bar's not there anymore. But it's called Mickey Finn's. It was just on.
I know Mickey.
Yeah. And we were bought in the Chippendales one time. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Oh shit! Yeah. It's like, wow. It's like, ladies.
George, didn't you also DJ like at like some swinger events and stuff like that?
I only ever actually did one. No, but I did two. But there were certain swingers clubs that would book cruises. Like the Stella Borealis, the Jaguar 2 in the harbour. Yeah.
Like I heard these things, these like massive buffets and stuff like that. And
they'd have a buffet.
Head around it. It's like, so a bunch of naked people like going through a buffet. It's like, the table heights, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, like,
there's one boat, the Jaguar 2, it was called. I was at the back of the boat, or the stern, of course, to use a technical term, or a nautical term. But the buffet was always set out next to me, Yeah. And, I'd announced the buffet when it was ready, and the guy who served it, and everything. I go, ladies and gentlemen, and these guys have been like banging each other on the bow, and you name it, it's been going on all over the place. And I go, ladies and gentlemen, the buffet is now open. Buffet is now open. Blah blah blah.
Wash your fucking hands.
They like,
they go up in towels. How does that work? Like, I mean,
they just they had like whatever you pick up, your plate. And there's a little serviette there.
I mean, they'll be in a buffet line and
they're in a buffet line with everything hanging
clothes,
out.
It's going to be like,
everything was hanging out.
Yeah.
And some of them even making out, going at it at the side of the buffet table because they aren't quite finished. Before dinner. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that would be my biggest about going on.
And actually, the funny thing was, the thing about the crew was, the crew couldn't wait to get, because everyone has to go through, and then the crew go through and get their dinner or lunch or whatever it is.
Sure.
Now, those are the only cruises the crew did not eat. They ate well before they came on, and that was it. They did not go to those buffets. Yeah.
Wow.
So you've done, you've seen a lot out there.
Yes.
Wow. So, okay, let me ask you. So when you were DJing these events, did they make you get naked? Did you have to do that?
No, not at all. But I hate going to because on this particular, if you went to the
You
washroom,
didn't make me get naked. I just did it.
you know, you have to go to the washroom at some point. So you leave a track on or whatever. It's just playing because no one's really dancing. You know, you get a few that are actually dancing. Everyone else is whatever.
Mingling.
And you're making your way through the crowd, right? Because you have to. I mean, it's a boat. So it's like, and it's just everyone's like, oh, yeah, you know, you're getting grabbed left, right, and center. Oh, you're joining us. Come on. You know what I mean?
Join us.
Come on.
Well, hey, he's the entertainment of the night. Think about it, Ringo. What it's like when you walk through a bar after you do a gig, right?
Yeah, I know. You know when
the
all kinds of attention.
The drummer's like putting away his drums, and the singer's like walking to the bar. Yeah, you know.
But the funny thing is, I mean, I don't mean it's the derogatory way, but you know, you used to board. I mean, every cruise, it's like a 4-hour cruise, maybe. They call it 5 hours because you have half an hour to board and half an hour to disembark, right?
Yeah.
So I'd get there, like, you know, like 15 minutes before boarding just to get myself in there. But those cruises, like, they'd be lining up. There'd be a long line up to get up.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing was, you could tell they were different. Just the clothing was different.
Oh yeah,
it's just like, you know, like the normal TD Bank cruise or whatever, or what, you know, they're all like casual, but these guys were just like, you go like, that's rather odd, but you get used to it.
I'm doing this signal. You know what that signal is? Yeah, we're gonna have somebody come on soon.
Okay.
That
means I have to. So if you're in a bike club and you're driving down the highway and you do this, it means I gotta go to the bathroom.
Cops.
No, it doesn't mean cops. It means I gotta pay.
Nope. You're hanging around. You're hanging around the wrong bikers. When somebody taps their head, that means cops. Same as if they have their arm out of their car, they tap on their.
No, this means cops.
No, that means you're fucking. Can't say that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
that means you like biscuits.
So
it's funny you say that, George, because back in Pickering when I was younger, there was a strip club down there near the bingo hall in the south end of Pickering.
Okay.
And every Wednesday night they had male strippers.
Oh.
And that was the night my buddies and I, there was 3 of us, we would go there. And we would just walk in the door and head straight for the bar, which you could see right when you come in the door, the bar was right there.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, before you would get your first drink, there'd be a woman sitting next to you or have her arm around you chatting you up.
Oh, yeah.
It was
nuts. You're the
nuts.
real... Yeah.
So, okay, let me tell you about. Let me tell you a little story about when I went to the Canadian Ballet one time.
Oh, ballet?
Yeah.
Ballet. A bit of culture. Let's do it.
You don't know.
Finally, a bit of culture on the show.
Okay, so I went to the fine establishment, the theater in Whitby. It's on Brock Street. It's on Brock Street. It's called the Royal.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Is that still there?
Yeah,
it's still yeah.
It's still there, right?
Yeah. So I went in there because we got kicked out of the Dynasty already. So this is telling you how long ago it was.
How can you get kicked out of the Dynasty?
Because
I got kicked out of the Dynasty too.
Yep. So we got kicked out of the Dynasty. We went from the Dynasty to was it a Tony's or something? There was another one in Oshawa.
Oh, Janasha?
No. Well, maybe.
Yeah, it was in the basement.
Yeah.
In the Josh in the basement.
So we literally walked in there and they're like, No, you guys can't come in here.
Yeah.
So we went to the Royal. And we had a great time.
They used to have when you remember where my office was?
Yeah, Bobby Joe's.
Bobby Joe's, yeah.
I lived at Bobby Joe's.
So Dynasty's been gone for a while. Obviously, Bobby Joe's is now Pizza Hut. And
Bunnies, Fantasia's gone. Lookers
Everything's
is gone.
gone, yeah.
Everything.
New day.
We used to have a lot of.
Hey, let's say, what do you have left? You got one of the Tonys left, right?
Where?
In Pickering.
Oh, you're talking about where the Pickering Angels and the 905 Club?
No, well, maybe it's 905 Club. Not the Pickering Angels, but there was behind the car lot. It was Tony's or something.
I think it's I think you may be thinking of I think it's 905 Club now. But yeah, and the Pickering Angels are basically adjacent to that. So allegedly, I've never been there, but
I've had a knot in my shoulder for a little while, so I thought I would go to Pickering Angels because they can get rid of knots in your shoulders.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a knot in my back, my lower back, my lower abdominal sexual area.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little knot there.
You'd always leave that place smiling, wouldn't you?
Oh my god. Okay, can I tell now a rubber tongue story? Sorry, Ringo, sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I was gonna clean it up a bit by saying the 905 way back had shut down for a while and they converted it to a venue. Yeah. And I saw Helix playing there. Yeah. So and I ran into them at the pet store in the Pickering Town Center. And I walked up to Brian and I said, "Hey, you're Brian from Helix, right?" Because I had the privilege to party with them when I was pretty young at the Sudbury Arena, and it was a lot of fun. But then I actually did a show with them at Music Hall, like MCM and Helix and whoever else was on the bill. But yeah, good times. But that
okay. So Derek, how about the rubber tug? Get back to that, will you?
Oh man.
Okay. So
wait, let me redo our disclaimer here. Just
yeah.
Go ahead.
Do it.
I'm gonna put Derek on feature here.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No,
make us really small.
No.
We have no part in this. Carry on, Derek.
No.
Video.
I'll take the top corner. So, anyways, years and years ago, I'm hanging out with a buddy of mine who owns a business, right? And he's got a little bit of money, and we've been partying since after work, right? Yeah, so we're staying up late, type of partying, and wide awake, and our buddy plays hockey for the Uxbridge Bruins, right?
Right.
Like one of these kids at work plays hockey for us, right? Let's go watch his game. So we sneak in there. We got a few beers with us and stuff, and watching the game, and they end up losing. And he got taken out. So he saw us there, and he was like so happy, right? Because we told him earlier that during the day that we'd come and see him. Right? He's so happy that we came to see him. And again, he's a kid, right? Like I think he like just turned 19. So yeah, so it was great. Anyways, so he lost, and he was feeling so bad. And the coach is like, "Are you his buddies from work?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Just gotta let you know, he took it pretty tough. He is coming out. He said he wants to go out with you guys, right?" Like, all right, cool. So anyway. We pick up him and another buddy, right? So this other guy is just a random guy who works with us too. But it was hey, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just walking by, right? And he decides to come out and party with us. So we go to the Rub and Tug. Now, so this is Blair, who is the owner. We're like, we know the other guy who plays hockey. He's feeling real bad. We're like, hey, man, we'll make you feel better, right? Trust me, we'll make you feel better, right? And he's like, what are you guys talking about? So Blair and I, okay, we're at the guy. So the other guy's like, hey, what are you guys doing, man? And he's like a grown up in Sunderland type of kid, right? Never been anywhere. Where are we going, guys? And it's like, we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
So we go to this one place that I've heard of, or Blair heard of anyways, and we go there. And it's like, okay, we got some loonies. We'll be in the back shooting pool. You guys wait out here and you'll get taken care of, right? So literally, we go in the back. Hi, how are you? Going in the back, shoot pool. And we rack the balls, put the loonies in, rack the balls. And the one kid comes out, hey guys, how's it going? I'm like, dude, how's it going? Like, what are you doing out here? And he's like, what do you mean, what am I doing out here? I'm like, you're supposed to be in there with a girl. He's like, yep. Like, dude, we haven't even racked the balls yet. Yep. Is everything okay? Oh. And he's like, yeah, man, everything was great.
He's done.
Yeah, okay. Literally. Break the balls. Other kid comes out. Holy crap, dude, is everything okay?
What?
Yep. Took a little while, but woo. I'm like, dude, we just paid for half an hour. You guys, like, we didn't even get to shoot our pool, man.
Yeah.
Right? Literally left.
That wasn't 5 minutes.
Honestly, it was not. Between the two of them, it wasn't 5 minutes. It was, oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
We thought, like,
yeah.
we were trying to, I don't know, it's one of those nights where we were just wasting time. We had stuff to do, but waste time.
Right. Just having fun.
Yeah, having fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the opposite. I had a buddy. It was his birthday.
Yeah.
And like Ringo said, Bobby Joe's was the place in Oshawa.
Yeah.
We lived there. So, and we had actually gotten very friendly with the owner, the bartender. Girls, you understand how the rotation works. A lot of them are called regulars because they come to the bars a lot. So we were friendly with everybody. And we had a little party for Dave that night. And what happened is 4 of the girls came over to his place and partied with us for the night.
Yeah.
So we've been drinking and smoking and toking and whatever. And Dave was really, really happy. And we're playing some games. The girls were drinking with us. And then all of a sudden, the 4 girls kind of just like got up and they kind of grabbed Dave and they took him in the bedroom. And we're all looking going, oh my God, 4 hot strippers all at once? What a dream, right? we're just all sitting there and going, what the hell? Right? Happy birthday, buddy, right? And 20 minutes later, the door opens, the girls come walking out and they're laughing. And Dave doesn't come out, right? And we're like, what's going on? He couldn't get it up. He was so drunk he couldn't get it up.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Poor girl. Oh my God, poor bastard.
I have an off-air story about that. Yeah. I because the person that it happened with could possibly be watching this at some point. I can't tell you.
It's all good.
I can't tell you on the air, but oh man, do I ever have a story about that? What,
George? You're too quiet now, George. What's going on?
Well, what's the first record you ever bought?
Oh yeah.
So, George, what was the first Robin Tug you ever went to?
If I ever went to one, it would have been a long time ago. I've probably forgotten by now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What was the place in Niagara Falls that had the showers and the glass floor? You ever been in there?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there was like 3 showers, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And there was like a plexiglass floor, thick floor.
Yeah.
And you could either sit upstairs or you could sit underneath, and the girls would be having showers.
Yeah.
Right above you. Right.
Newmarket had that too.
Did they?
Newmarket. So they all got bought by churches.
Really?
Yeah. All the ones that I know that I used to frequent when I would go to the ballet would.
So is that how? That's how they got rid of them all. The churches bought them all.
Churches bought them all. Yep. Not to mention, like, you got to think. So the guy who owned Fantasias owned Bunnies. He owned Atherley Arms in Aurelia there. So like he was probably having a couple other ones here and there too, right? Smaller towns.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, that where Bunnies was, there was like 4 clubs in there, 4 different things. So,
was there really?
Yeah, and there was all channels and everything. So if anything happened, right, at any club, they had 20 staff, security staff, big guys ready to go. Because they literally go, something's up, and 20 guys are there because the bouncers from the other clubs all come to the one club that you have in the park.
Yes. Because they're all together.
And
they're all connected.
Literally, there's tunnels.
That's cool, though, right?
It is for them.
I saw that once. I was in
We're going to bring in Brad gladly.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Oh,
holy crap. You look familiar.
It's like deja vu. And
that.
Brad,
hi, guys.
Do you know? I want to see if Brad can get this. Do you notice something? Have a look at your screen.
My screen.
What do you notice?
We StreamYards.
Yeah.
No, you come on. And,
I know. Lead singer's gone. He was here before. What happened to him?
He was just before you came on. He went, "I'm out of here."
Oh man!
And I even got to make a drummer-singer joke. About the singer going to the bar to talk to the women while the drummer's putting away his drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where did he go?
I don't know.
We don't know. It was just like
he's gone.
He was just gone. Just gone.
You want to know something? Do you? Look!
Oh, there it is.
There he is.
We're gonna have to call.
Here we are.
Hey, Ringo, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry I missed your show. I got tied up in some traffic, and a cottage weekend. So
I understand. Oh, that's right. Yes, happy Victoria Day again to all of you. Yes.
Yes.
You were missed. You were surely missed.
Was I? Oh, okay.
You were.
Yeah.
Just remember, if you're not first, you're last.
You're last. Damn it, Ringo! I was high on peyote when I said that.
Have you done peyote?
No, I love that movie though. I was just talking to my friend Apollo, who came on after you guys, and he just did the thing with his hands. He's like, I never know what to do with my hands. From Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for having me on. This is fun. This is like a back-to-back kind of a thing.
Well,
It's a reunion.
It is. It's like a long lost reunion. That's right.
That's right.
Nice.
And Derek is still disappearing apparently.
Well,
I just didn't change my name over in it because it's StreamYard.
Well, we've never been in the same room at the same time.
No.
Talk about disappearing. We've never actually been in the same room at the same time.
Huh.
No.
That's a good point, because Heiko and I were in the studio. Gosh, how long is that now? 4 years, maybe. Right?
Yeah, it's been 4 years now.
Definitely
we were in the studio together. Well, COVID. Remember, COVID screwed that up.
How long have I been with you guys?
We knew George back then.
Yeah, but the one time I came into the studio, Ringo disappeared then as well.
What's that?
Yeah.
The one time I was in the studio, it was just before COVID.
Yeah.
Ringo was absent. He didn't
I don't know if I was a regular on it, because Heiko had us in our band. Well, there was myself and Terry Toad from Tears of a Deity, right?
Yeah.
So,
You guys used to be guests on my show, and then I brought you guys in as co-hosts.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Because it was Terry's drummer that was sat in the chair that you would normally be in.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
we've never been together. We've never actually met.
Which I find it very interesting. When I was trolling all of your Facebooks before, I think Heike, I saw a picture on yours. You guys were all in the studio. Is that what you're referring to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were
Yeah.
we were on
Pre-COVID.
reality radio, and then
That was pre-COVID. We were on reality
BC.
radio,
Before
so it was
Mhm.
audio only,
Yeah.
101.
right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we
Very
did
nice.
that for years. Yeah, we did that for years. I actually started there way before I even did my own thing. We were on a show called Boys Night In,
Oh, cool.
and
Okay.
there was 7 guys.
boys' night in.
We would-
Who?
Yeah, we just sat inside the studio around the table, and we would shoot the shit. And it was
Yeah.
Boys Night In, and it was good.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey,
That's-
I
yeah.
want to ask you actually, as a DJ,
He's talking to George now.
no, this is
No,
to
no,
both,
no, no.
This is actually to both of you guys.
Not me.
As,
I used to be a DJ.
As a
There you go.
DJ,
Did this just come to you, Derek? Like that was like a flash moment, like a light
Oh,
bulb.
and fuck, it's
got
almost gone too. I fucking lost
let
it.
it-
have you had any weed?
Have I? Oh, dude, like fuck. Let me tell you.
Bear shit in the woods?
Yeah, he just distracted him. He forgot his question.
That's right.
Well, that's not mine. It's not
So
This is the
anyways,
show.
About the weed, like,
Yeah.
have I had any weed?
Yeah.
By the way, that's Ringo's impression of my accent.
How
Well,
many
it's not mine.
Right.
It's actually Austin Powers.
It's
voice.
just
I
how I
think-
talk every day. Oh, it's not mine.
What?
See,
It's
Brad,
not
we-
my
So,
pump.
you know,
It's not my pump.
Yeah.
What?
See, Brad, we
I don't know
we
what
do
this is,
a
baby.
lot.
I love this. This is great.
Yeah. No, we do this a
welcome to
lot on the
Monday
show.
night.
All of a
What
sudden,
the fuck
Derek
is
will
this
come up.
about?
Derek comes up with an idea,
Yeah.
and then all of us just pounce on him, and we change his mind, and then
Yeah.
he fucks up. He totally
Yeah.
forgets
I
what the
didn't
hell
even
he
get
was
to
gonna
fucking.
say.
I
Anyway,
didn't even get to.
Derek-
I didn't even get to ask the question. I think the
What's
question
the DJ
was,
question? You got
yeah,
a question
It's
for
gone,
when you
right,
DJs?
Derek?
DJ, do you smoke pot?
I'm
What's
not
the
asking
question?
now.
Oh, it could be like that
Okay,
then.
so
I don't
anyway,
care.
so DJing, I am assuming is a very small circle, kind of like, when you're playing music, like you all run in a circuit that are like, hey, these DJs play at these places, these DJs play at these places, type of thing, right?
Well, the thing probably, Brad, the thing about DJs is we very rarely meet because we're out on the same nights. That's
Always
what I
working.
always found.
Do you
Yeah.
guys fight at all? Do you like get?
That's where I was getting at. Do you guys have like little, hey, I'll undercut that guy for $50 because.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I've had that happen to me. We've all had that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. I'm like whatever. I have a full-time job. So DJing, I've always been fortunate. Has been a fun hobby that I've been able to do since I was like 19, 20 years old.
Wicked.
So it sucks because it shows people's true colors. But
Hmm.
I've been on the receiving end of being undercut a ton of times. But I've never, for lack of a better term, fucked anybody over. That's just not my thing. I don't like that. Yeah.
Good for you, bud. Good for you.
It's just I don't know. I'm not that guy. I like to work as much as possible, but if like there's a lot of gigs sometimes. Like I have 2 booking agents here in Jersey, right? They don't always book me, but if one books me at a place and things go really well, and then the place is like, well, can we just go through you? I'm like, no, you got to go through the agent. It's just the way that it works. It's the right, because it's the right thing to do. And I'm a firm believer in karma. And so, it's just one of those things. You got to do the right thing.
So Brad,
I mean, I've had that. I mean, Derek, Port Perry actually, because you played there recently, right? They used to have a cruise boat there, didn't they? I can't remember the name of it.
Port Perry. Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm going back about 14 years now, right? And a good friend of mine was the the resident DJ on this boat, and he got me to fill in like this a cruise towards the end of the season. He was doing something else, so
Right.
it went really well, whatever, and it got to like February of the following year. I think this was October, late October. It was like towards the end of the season. I get a phone call from the company going, "We'd like to bring you as our DJ this season. Are you interested?" And I said, "Does Kerry know?" He said, "No, we haven't told Kerry yet. We want to replace him." And I said, "Well, you know what? Call Kerry, and then when he calls me that he doesn't want to do it anymore, I'll come and do your boat for you." And it's just the way you work, right? You know?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
And that's like the one that springs to mind, but there's been a couple like that down the years. And
Heiko, if you're going to take a piss, just fucking let us know.
I'm moving. I'm moving.
in the background.
I'm moving to the other side of the room because I have to plug my phone in.
I've got to pay.
It just give me a nasty.
I'll put you on mute and I'll just still be here.
It's my show.
Yeah.
Mute myself.
My show and I gotta go.
I just have to plug this in and I'll be good to go.
What are you plugging it into?
So
My phone.
DJ Staples 93, is 93 a significant number? Is that like when you
It is.
Okay?
It is. It is. DJ Staples was a joke of a girl that I dated here in Jersey between divorces, and she called me DJ Staples, and it kind of stuck. 93 is for Doug Gilmour. There you go.
Nice. So
hands
you're a Leafs
down.
fan.
I'm a big Leafs fan. I think I said before. I know I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'm just always been a diehard Gilmour fan.
Have you met
Okay,
Doug?
so you're
No.
a Gilmour fan.
No.
I think it is the best
Is
in
he
that
great?
era.
Yeah.
Who do you think
Very
is the
good
best
guy.
Leaf
Very
captain?
Say again.
Who do you think is the best Leaf captain in that era? Like the Gilmour, the Clark, the I guess who was next after that? Was it Sundin, I guess, or Domi and then Sundin?
Well, Domi's a
Domi's a blockhead, but I loved him.
But he
still got
wasn't.
people
Domi
going,
wasn't.
right? He got the team
He wasn't
going.
a captain. You know what? If you
I
want
think
to
Clark
talk,
was the best all around.
no, you know what?
I like
I
Gilmour.
say Gilmour.
He was scrappy.
He wasn't the best player. He was a great player. He got in all the plays, and he would do that when the team needed. He would get his face kicked in by some goon. He would just go after him. He'd come out with fucking bruises everywhere, but he was in there for the team.
Yeah, he wasn't
I
the
think
biggest
he was
guy,
the-
but he was. Yeah.
No, he was the best
like-
captain they ever had.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was a
so.
motivator.
Scrappy guy, right? Didn't take shit.
Yeah.
He
No.
headbutted Marty McSorley in the '92 semifinals against the LA Kings. Marty McSorley, we all know, is the goon of the league, big 6 foot, whatever.
God!
And he headbutted him. He headbutted him.
Yeah.
Like, cut the shit. Like I just everything about Gilmour. He's a classy guy. I reached out to him on Facebook to be on my show. He read the message, but he never responded. But that's where the 93 comes from. I'm a diehard Gilmour guy. I mean, this is going to sound really stupid, but when he moved to when Gilmour moved to New Jersey, I used to have dreams of meeting him and be like, oh, well, I'm from Toronto and I'm not from Jersey originally either. We should hang out and go for pasta dinners
we'll be
because
friends.
we'll be buddies. Yeah, I used to dream about being his friend. It's stupid, but whatever.
Hey,
Never happened.
I had to leave Toronto, or I had to leave where I live too because of a 17-year-old girl.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Bradley, don't ever say to Doug, I had a dream about you.
No, I would never.
Don't start off the conversation that way.
No, I would never.
Steven?
So
Steven Lindenbarger is that's DJ Apollo on Twitch. He is he's a good friend, and he was just on the second half of my show, and I told him to come here and watch your show. And he actually works for Grammy award-winning producer Dave Audet. So he's in Nashville. He's watching from Nashville. So
Nashville, how's the weather in Nashville right
Evening,
now?
Nashville. How's
There you
Nashville
go.
tonight? Yeah. I
Who
like
do I
it.
think who do I know there right now? I think Amy.
but he doesn't like when people use his government name. So DJ Apollo is what he likes to go by.
Yeah, okay.
It's way cooler than Lindenbarger anyway.
I'm gonna full disclosure tonight,
Yeah.
and this is probably a interesting drop. My name is really not Ringo. I do have
No,
come on.
You know what?
Oh my
Stop it.
After all these years,
Had you shown up?
Kid.
Had you shown up to my show, I was going to ask you if Ringo was your real name.
Yeah,
Hey.
it is actually.
What?
Is
What?
Johnny
Hey,
Ringo.
let's see. I know.
His
I know.
mum was a
I know
Beatles
what
fan.
it is. What is his name from? Let's see who knows that.
What? Johnny
I
Ringo?
know what your name's from.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does it come
So
from?
it's not a Beatles reference, right?
No, it's
Okay.
not a Beatles reference.
Is it?
I will say it's a movie reference.
Well, it's not a. Yeah, I guess it's.
Oh, well, yes, you're right. It's,
Is it? Is it?
It's a character.
Oh shit!
Or a person, I guess.
Wait. Is it? What's his name? Michael Douglas movie. No. Michael Keaton movie. Johnny Dangerously.
No.
Okay.
No.
Screw that.
Not
then.
at all. No.
Super Troopers.
It's not his name.
No.
See that Apollo.
I know, but I'm not giving any clue. I should have given a clue because I like giving clues.
I just go by Ringo. That's it. I mean,
By the way, Ringo got my backside on the show tonight, and I've not buzzed it, and I've not used my buzzer in 2 attempts.
She's hot. She was a poster on my wall.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
you got Blondie.
Yeah.
Who was? Oh, was it Blondie tonight? Your backside?
Yeah, it's Blondie. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the back of the 12-incher.
It was
covered the face over and everything.
I had it 12-incher seeing that poster on the wall.
You did.
I know.
12 inches. He had to read the
Okay, listen.
That's DJ talk.
No,
that's DJ talk.
When Code went in for his addictomy surgery, I donated a couple inches.
I thought you guys
I'm running a little short at a 12.
I hate when that happens. Damn you! Show the record again, George. Do you mind?
We got to show the record again. Here, 1 second, George. We'll make you big.
Well, that was the back, but I took the stickers off.
Yeah,
It's still in the plastic, no less.
No, it's not in the plastic.
It's not. It's just the glare. Okay.
Yeah.
I used to look after my
crystals.
Just anything with Deborah Harry.
British pressing, no less.
Of course.
There's a guy here in Jersey that I play a local watering hole every Thursday, and he always asks me to play Deborah Harry's Rush.
Yeah.
Oh, Rush. Wow.
Is it from a movie? Because I got to be honest, I don't know.
It could.
I want to say it's like Scarface or something because that guy looks like he'd probably like Scarface, but
I don't think so. Oh, maybe.
But I'm not familiar.
Early 80s, that one.
So Johnny Ringo was an outlaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell's in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Old Wyatt Earp days, wasn't it?
So he is Wyatt Earp. He is Wyatt Earp.
Like Jesse James kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But,
is your first name still John or Johnny? Or
No, it's not.
Oh, so your whole
I'm
name is
dropping
fake.
Johnny. It's just going to be Ringo. I'm going to change that pretty soon.
It's cool. It's cool.
On my driver's license, I'll just be Ringo.
You'll be like McLovin.
Former
Ringo.
Yeah, exactly. It'll just be Ringo.
How about the artist formerly known as?
Exactly, something like that. But
I like that.
So, Brad, I have a couple
Brad,
of questions for you.
His name really is voice of an angel.
Brad, if you ever come up here and you hang out with us,
I'd love to.
Don't walk right next to Ringo because he'll do stuff to you right in front of everybody out in the middle of the street, like hold your hand and shit, and you're fucked, right?
All right.
You got to tell him that story, Johnny. That's the best.
So my buddy Toad from Toad. So Toad is Tears of a Deity. So he's a singer for that.
Okay.
And so he and I were quite involved with a venue locally, about 1,000-seat cap venue.
Okay.
But anyway, we go to shows all the time and do stuff. And anyhow, we were walking along there's a street adjacent to the venue, and we're walking along, and he says, "How do I look?" I said, "We're rock stars, man. We look like rock stars." And he goes, "Yeah." He says, "That's cool." I said, "Yeah, give me 5." I said, "But my arm's sore." Give me a low 5. So he slaps my hand, and I grab it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I grab it. Now I'm walking hand in hand with him because I see this little sports car with these 2 really hot ladies getting out. And so I'm like, "Hey, ladies, Ringo and Code need an escort." But anyway, so yeah, he was pretty embarrassed because he's trying to pull his hand away, right?
I got you. Yeah.
I think he was single at the time, but
okay. All right.
Yeah.
You get charged for shit like that now.
So
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go, Bradley. Just a
Allegedly.
warning. No,
Yeah,
no
no,
high fives in public, okay?
Not a problem. I'll keep like my good arm's length distance away.
No, you know what? It's yeah, I don't really have any scruples or anything like. You know, I just kind of do what I want to do.
Get some.
Yeah. You
So
should get some.
somebody asked me. In fact, I think it's somebody on this on tonight. She was just on, but I was asked if you know, don't you? What did it have to do with? Oh, it had to do with something in the music scene when our band was pretty hot and stuff like that. And so yeah, the question was, aren't you concerned about what people might say in the music, you know, circle and everything? I said, oh no.
Yeah.
Ringo would bang your mother. I mean, like, no, it's not. You know, I hold nothing back. Nothing.
Okay, so speaking of banging your mother,
I wouldn't do it.
Well, can I just chip in here because Ringo's mum has a thing for me.
She
does. George, bang your mother.
She, you know, the thing is, and she doesn't chime in, so we don't see her on here, but she watches us. Like there's so many people watching.
Right.
Because I'll hear from her. She'll either call after the show or she'll call tomorrow, and she'll say, "I didn't see George on your show tonight." And I'm like, what do you mean? He's on the show all the time.
Sure.
And then I'll find out that she's randomly thinking she's watching the latest episode, and she's gone back to like 200 episodes before. And
Okay,
you know.
so
is George,
I'm going back to Deborah Harry now.
Oh, okay. Roll over.
So Rush is on the soundtrack to Scarface.
Oh, it is Scarface.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. This guy thinks he's Scarface. I mean, do enough coke in the bathroom at this place.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me tell you a little coke story of the bathrooms.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys know Oshawa?
I do.
Okay, so there was a place called Copperfields. We used to call it Copper Fights back in our day.
Oh yeah. Copperfields, yes.
Right? Yeah.
How do you wait?
That became Zaza Zoo, but go on.
How do you not call it Copperfield?
Well, because
it's right there.
You got punched in the face. You didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's right there
it was the kind of place you say that kind of shit. That you
okay.
Yeah.
See?
So anyway,
say one thing and I'm dumb.
My buddy was the cooler there, right? So he goes, man, I'm having so much problem with people doing coke on the back of the toilet seats.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, can I stop that? He goes, I can't take the toilet seats off because I'm in Oshawa. These guys will give me fucking upper deckers right away, right? If you don't know what an upper decker is, look it up.
Yeah.
So,
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. So, anyways, he goes, so I got to keep the top on.
I'm like steamer. Well,
I'm like, dude, put fucking Vaseline on it, right?
What?
And he's like, well, because if you put Vaseline on it, you pour Coke on it, it sticks to the Vaseline, you can't fucking snort it.
Oh, okay.
Right? So fucking yeah. So you're fucked, right? Like you just fucked the guy's cocaine. So, anyways,
but hang on a second.
Who would smear Vaseline all over a toilet?
No,
what
but
the
hang
fuck?
on a
listen, that the bouncer does, who doesn't want people doing fucking cocaine and OD in bathrooms anymore.
It's a life hack.
But you don't think they would, because there's Vaseline on it, they wouldn't like take the Coke and insert it another way?
They might, but not many people would fucking do that.
Like, I mean, have you watched Jackass? With the
well, yes, I do know you can put cocaine up your ass.
Wasabi. Yeah.
Rod Stewart used to get people to blow cocaine up his ass.
Beer bong.
Didn't fuck up his throat.
Who did?
Rod Stewart.
Oh wow.
Because he used to be like a fucking cokehead, like Bowie and fucking Iggy Pop and all that shit. He was right there with them. Fucking Elton John was another one. He fucked up his voice, right?
Oh yeah.
Doing too much coke, he can't fucking. He doesn't sing like he used to.
Do you remember the rumor of Rod Stewart got his stomach pumped because it was full of semen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember that rumor, like in the 80s?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
All right, I'll chip in here. I'll tell you a story. Right, 1971 was my first club gig. right? And I was taken on by like a guy. It was like a family, like the whole family ran the clubs. Like I'm 18 years old, and he had a place in the centre of Manchester called Your Father's Moustache. He had a place south of Manchester called Sergeant Pepper's. He had a country club called Warmingham Grange, and he had a place in Mallorca. So he'd run these clubs forever, like in the 60s even. And then we used to have live bands. And I was kind of in awe of him. I thought it was like this like scary guy, but he took a shine to me, right? And I used to chat to him, and he used to come into like Sergeant Pepper's, one of the clubs that I used to work at for him. And in the 60s, he'd booked like Elton John, when Rod Stewart, when they were in Steam Packet with Long John Baldry and all that kind of stuff. And at the time, Rod Stewart was like number one with Maggie May. It was a massive record, right? And anyway, so I took a break from whatever. I'm sat up in the balcony at Pepper's, and I'm chatting with Tony Stewart, and we're asking about the days when you booked the Who into this, into Sloopy's and, the Oasis, and the Rolling Stones. He'd done it all. This guy had done it all. And he said, yeah. And I said, Rod Stewart. And he says, huge now. I said, oh, Rod, yeah, we used to book him a lot back in the day. Queer as an ocean-going frog. And I'm like, really? That's what he said. So I'm just stating, I don't have an opinion. I'm just saying.
Well, you gotta watch saying that though nowadays, because if you say that and he heard that and said that is absolutely not true,
it's like definitely,
you're liable.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I could say like when I walked down, like one day when we were fucking in a drug house, and I walked down and I saw my buddy who was just getting railed by this guy. Like I could say like, fuck man, Adam was gay. Like he had this fucking guy just railing him. My girlfriend at the time walked up, smacked him in the ass, thought it was fucking great. But if you go, I think he was, and he said it wasn't. Well,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what he said.
No, the other guy
George,
said, yeah.
So you can interpret that any way you want.
Yeah,
you can interpret that any way you want, but that's what he said to me.
You.
He said it to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, pay attention. What the hell's wrong with you?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just repeating what a club owner said to me.
What did he say again? Queers an ocean frog? What the fuck?
Repeat it just in case. It's a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
Well, look, we have Rod Stewart on the show, so let's bring him in and ask.
Okay, come in, Rod.
Hey.
Hi, Rod.
Do you remember
how are
Tony
you?
Stewart?
So, Rod Stewart.
So I probably missed something highly inappropriate, but that's okay.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
We're talking about Rod
No,
Stewart.
we were just talking about penis.
It was all about Rod Stewart and ocean.
No, Derek
frogs.
said he had coke blowing up his ass.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, that was in a book.
He's stating a fact. I'm just re-quoting somebody.
I love that guy.
I can't quote. I really can't quote anything from a book because I fucking read 2 books in my life, and that fucking.
He just looks at
the
the pictures.
I'm right there with you. I've read 2 books in my entire lifetime.
Do you know what they were? Honestly,
I do.
I can tell you the exact 2 books.
Oh, yeah.
One
was
one
was like grade 10 English.
Yeah.
One was grade 10 English. It was something
What was
about an Indian girl who got hit by a car at the end of the book and died. I forget what the book was called. And then the second book was Sammy Hagar's book.
Okay.
I have Dave Grohl's book sitting on my nightstand. I'm 1 chapter in, and I've had it for 5 months.
Well, I think if Kathy's on, she probably already read the Grohl book. But
all right.
So I have a couple of questions for you, Brad.
Okay.
A, is that a Van Halen pillow in the background?
It is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
And the next one was, so you're in Jersey. So I've been to Manhattan a ton of times and everything.
Okay.
And Jersey, and I used to manage a bunch of yahoos out that way, so I was there quite often. But so Jonathan from Korn, the singer.
Yeah, sure. I know of him. Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know him personally?
I don't know him personally, but I know of him.
Jonathan is awesome. He's such a nice. you know, I mean, over the years he's tamed down a bit, but he does some massive, like he's a DJ as well, right?
Yes, that I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
So does he play a lot in the city? New York area?
No, like I think now, like post COVID, I think he's done a couple of big shows, but he's not. No, it's you know, he's busy back touring with the band and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a couple of massive DJs that follow. George, who was that one I was talking about one night? The female.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
Can't remember. Oh my god.
So what kind of DJs do you like? Like, do you like Dead Mouse type of DJs? Do you like
Dead Mouse?
Skrillex? Like, I love Skrillex myself, right?
I like Skrillex. I'm not a huge Dead Mouse guy. He's
here, Derek.
Oh, kitty.
I'm sure that
got them claws in my leg. Sorry.
So yeah, Brad, what would be your like?
I like it.
Mentors for DJs
right now. I really like a guy from the UK by the name of James Hype. He uses 4 decks all the time consistently, and he's good with the effects. And he's constantly moving. I don't like when DJs just turn knobs for the sake of turning knobs to look like they're doing stuff, because anybody could do that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like a half a tard. I don't want to be rude, but like a half a tard could do that. But he's legitimately doing the effects, and he's just doing so much at the same time. It's pretty impressive to watch. And by the end of his sets, I imagine he's just exhausted. But I'm old school too. I mean, he didn't play the music, but I was a big Chris Shepherd fan, listening to CFNY way before he went to Energy 108.
Yeah. Well, actually, the thing I thought that the obvious question to Simone Denny was like, when's the last time you heard from Chris Shepherd, right?
Yeah, they don't talk at all, right? Like they had a bad split.
I didn't want to ask that, but you know.
Yeah, they had a bad split. Who's that?
What's that, Derek?
There's Mr. Hype.
That's James Hype. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just, he's a lot of hype, which hence the name. He did a really cool remix of the old disco song "Dancing." He started dancing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He did a different version. Oh boy, what's Ringo putting in his mouth now? Oh boy, corn dog. Yeah, but anyway, I don't want to give the long-winded answer, but I think I already did. So.
Yeah.
Well, see, okay, so back in, I'm gonna say late '90s, early 2000s, when it was rap metal.
Yep.
I had a few guys friends who were doing some shit. Anyways, they got DJ Snow, and that guy. So I've seen guys scratching, right? And doing this and. Literally 2 turntables and a microphone type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And holy crap, I have never seen anybody like that. Made me realize how much of a skill to scratch stuff is.
Yeah.
But like the guys and the timing, just the timing on the guy.
I was never. I never learned to scratch. I just learned how to beat match and mix, and to this day, I mean, minimal to bring a song in, maybe. George, I've seen your son. Like, he's great. He's scratching. He's doing the whole thing. I never could learn how to scratch on tape cassettes when I first started out. Shout out to Face the Music, right? But like, it was difficult. And then CDs came along, and couldn't scratch on that either. And I just always did the whole beat matching. And now it's more like matching beats, but trying to bring in the song at a better spot where there's not a lot of dead. Just a beat in the middle and making sure it flows nicely, whatever, There's what's his name? He's on Twitch, DJ Starting from Scratch. He's from Toronto.
That's right.
He's won Junos and everything, and he's opening for Russell Peters on tour. He's another guy. I was fortunate to meet him. Nice guy, and he's just super, super talented.
Yep.
He's doing everything. He's scratching. He's doing.
Yeah, James is a big fan of his. He's met him a few. He knows him actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Peters is on the board of directors for a psilocybin company I invest heavily in. So
Oh, cool. Okay.
yeah.
I like
And they
Russell.
actually Conor McGregor is just kind of been signed up on the merch sponsor side. So
Oh, nice.
I digressed a little bit on that.
No, I dig Russell. You know, good Toronto guy, does good, and
Yeah.
he's
Well,
become.
just
pretty
say, like, I knew that was a Van Halen pillow you got there. You've got Diver Down, the album.
Yes, on the wall. Yep.
So tell us your Van Halen stories.
I've always been. I have a ton of Van. Actually, you know what? Always been a Van Halen guy. I like Sammy a lot. I like David Lee Roth a lot. But I got my Eddie Van Halen Funko Pop.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of the guitar and wish I could play.
Yeah.
Eddie was just the guy that I always kind of once I heard Eruption for the first time, like that was just like, you know, what's his face, George McFly, and the alien came down and all that kind of stuff. Like it was phenomenal, and I've always been a big. I mean, I remember I asked my dad growing up in Scarborough. I asked my dad for the 1984 album. Right, and he dropped off the soundtrack to the George Orwell movie done by the Eurythmics, 1984. I was so angry, so angry. But yeah, Van Halen. I heard the solos and I just instantly fell in love.
Eruption goes into Pretty Woman, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh man,
and it's just. I mean, I was literally bummed when I found out that Eddie passed. But now I'm a fan of his son Wolfgang. I've seen him live.
Yeah.
He plays just like his dad. He plays all the instruments. His music is different than Van Halen, which is fine, but he's a super talented kid.
Very talented.
Oh, he's so it's amazing to see how science and DNA works when you see a kid like that. Because
you can't say that either because he spent a lot of time working on it, right?
Yeah.
There is obviously going to be the benefits of having your dad.
The nut falling apart.
Yeah.
But you look how much that can hinder a person too, right? Because how many people are now, oh, Wolfgang, you know, you're not Eddie. Well, no, I'm not.
Well,
I'm
no.
Eddie's fucking left nut.
Yeah, if you
Bertinelli.
Yeah, she was always a hottie too growing up. If you ever I follow Wolfie on Instagram, and he's got no problem dealing with the haters, like how like they bust his balls about how dare you call yourself Mammoth Van Wolfie, whatever, like how dare you, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, that was my dad's band's name. Like my dad said it was fine. Like if you know anything about Van Halen, that was the original name, and he's just trying to do it to honor his old man. And you know, people are assholes to him, but then you got the people like that are just a fan because of who his dad is too. So I dig him. If you notice, I got Sam the Record Man. I got Sam the Record Man behind underneath the Diver Down album.
Sam the Record Man.
I can't quite see that, but yeah, Sam the Record Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look,
I used to go there once a year,
dude.
Boxing Day.
Oh yeah, I waited in line in '87 to buy the VHS version of Rattle and Hum by U2, and I could talk about. I know when I was in Toronto, Scarborough, whatever, I took it for granted. But now that I don't live there anymore, I look back like, wow, what a great childhood with music and A&A Record. I think George and we spoke about this. A&A Records on Eglinton. Before that, it was Zounds, HMV, Sam the Record Man,
A&A,
the record shop on Yonge Street where you could have the DJ try and play a record before you actually bought it.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Don't forget Sunrise.
Sunrise Records.
Right. Yeah.
Well, the thing was, I only came to live here in '87, but my first time in Toronto was 1980. I fell in love with the city. I don't know what it was.
Love it.
I just absolutely, it's a bit different now. It was coming from somewhere like Manchester in the northwest of England. It was clean, it was vibrant, it was colourful, it was bright, it was exciting, it had energy, it had power, and I just thought, I love it here. Here. And I remember the first time I ever
went corruption.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
They have got you to believe that, Derek. Right? The establishment have wormed it into you. But back then, we didn't worry about they. No. I walked down Yonge Street, saw these fantastic signs, and I walked into Sam the Record Man, and it was like Aladdin's cave. It was like nothing I'd ever seen in England. Absolutely nothing. And the thing was that the albums, like in 1980 were like half the price of a UK album. They were just so inexpensive, right?
Yeah.
And Police were bigger at the time. I remember buying not Regatta de Blanc, the Outland Astor Moore. And then I'm looking at another record. Oh, I have got $3.99. It's like $7.99 in pounds in England, and these are $3.99 in Canadian dollars. I'm going around the racks, and like this pile's getting like, I've got this pile of records to take home, right? And so I had them all in my case in the middle of my in the middle of my case. Yeah. And like we're flying out of Pearson, and the guy, I mean, this is 1980, so I guess like the security stuff isn't what it is today. And this guy's like on the conveyor belt, whatever you call it, and it goes through, comes back, it goes through, it comes back, it goes through, and then it signals somebody over, someone else to look at his little screen. I'm like, what's this about? What's going on? And they go, we can't figure out what you've got in your case. And I went, like what? He said, do you have something cylindrical and very dense in your case? I went, I think I've got about 40 albums that I got from Sam the Record Man, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. And away you go.
Let him through. Let him through.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I'm breaking into here again because it's like 10 after 11.
Oh,
and,
my
God.
Yeah,
I'm letting you know that it's like that time.
Is it that time?
I'm sorry.
So before we go, I just want to show this to Brad because he's never seen it live, but he played a part in this.
Oh,
towards the end of last year.
Oh, there it is, the mug.
There it is, the mug.
Very nice. Do they know the story about the mug?
They don't know the story of the KC and the Sunshine Band Merry Christmas mug.
If you guys ever
the story, George. Hear the story.
Yeah, look, I'll say this. If you guys ever need to order anything and you can't get it in Canada and you need a U.S. address, I'm the guy. Send it to me and I'll forward it on.
They wouldn't send it, so I sent it via Jersey.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive mug that I've ever bought.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, you see, I have been getting my sister to get me my crystal meth, but
yeah,
mind,
no problem. Anytime you need it, you just call. Like Carole King said, you got a friend.
You got a friend. Forever, I see.
So Bradley, I have 37 guitars, so if you're interested,
that's awesome. I know a G chord, a D chord, and maybe an A chord. So I'll take you
never
up on
find
it.
the G.
There you go. And my favorite DJ on the planet is Tagger Lily.
I know the name. Lily. Yeah,
she's she's gorgeous, but she's actually I mean, the venues and stuff she plays at, like tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing.
There's some cool DJs on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lily, if you ever need a snow tire, I got 17 snow tires up here.
All right.
Snow tires.
All right. Okay. Well, when I'm smuggling the drugs across, I might need good tires.
You need tires, yeah.
I'm gonna need tires.
17 snow tires.
Yeah.
Put it on an even number.
Put the tires on the car, smuggle the drugs, and go play some guitars. Yeah.
I think that's a whole like a code thing, right? Snow tires.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna pack them in the tires, is what you're always saying.
Don't get a flat.
Oh.
No, it's
Bradley missed the cocaine and stripper stories I was telling before.
I love a good stripper story. Were you at the Zanzibar on Young Street? Because I love those stories.
I could tell you a story about the Zanzibar. Okay. So I used to frequent these places, the Canadian Ballet a little bit, right?
Yeah, caddies.
And we ended up one night at the Zanzibar. And that was the first time that I walked in, and a girl sat down like, "Do you want to dance?" I'm like, "Are you gonna come in and say hi?" She's like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Oh wow!
Like, whoa! And she just fucking snapped on me, right? Freaked out. Fuck! I ended up dating her for like 3 months, but
she knew she was nuts early on. That's fine. Yowza.
Nice.
No, but that was honestly, it was the first time, like, because I was always used to, like, the ladies would come over, they would sit down, and I also remember when you went from table dances to lap dances too, right?
Yeah.
But the ladies used to come over and they would sit and talk to you. Hi, how are you? Blah 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 blah. Buy you a drink. They give it to their boyfriend, and then you try and get a dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, this chick's just straight up. Nah, got money. Let's go now. No, it's not how it works.
She didn't want any she didn't want any small talk. She just wanted to cut to the chase.
Yeah, that's right.
It's different. It's different here. They don't take their clothes. You can't have a liquor license with nudity in Jersey. So
you can't liquor license.
You can't liquor license, exactly. So where there's alcohol, there's girls in bikinis. Where there's no alcohol, you can bring your own, and they're fully naked. That's how Jersey works. It's weird. It is what it is.
Well, that's
there you
called
go.
like
Tourist information.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a lot of different laws there. 'Cause
I don't go
went
anymore.
Down to North Carolina,
Uh-huh.
and there they cannot be completely naked, so they either have to leave their top on or their bottom on.
But if you bring your own booze, you get a membership, and it's legal.
Do you get the
right?
pick? Yeah,
I
it's
don't know, last
yeah.
time
Like
when I saw
the
my
swingers
cousin.
do the same thing. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's weird.
Like
I don't, I've had friends come from Toronto. Oh, they want to go see the Bada Bing, right? Which is in Sopranos. It's a local place called Satin Dolls. I'm like, you could go to the beach and get the exact same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Just giving out your money to girls walking around in their bikinis. It is. It's not that exciting.
What do you mean? She likes me. She says she does.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact. So Motor City Maniacs, my band, we wrote a song called VIP, and
Okay.
it's about the whole concept, right?
Yeah.
So basically, she's my 3-song lover. That sort of thing, right? So
I got you. Yeah.
banging
$60
lyrics
honey.
in it because I wrote them, but it's a great song.
I would have asked you about it on my show, but you weren't there.
Well, you know what? It's a great song,
Next
and
time.
it actually there's another layer in there, and the dancer, her name is Trinity. And so
Sounds
Phil,
legit.
our guitar player, and I wrote like basically a whole album, concept album off of Trinity.
Okay.
So and it's actually based out of Manhattan. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Alright.
more to come on that. But it's
No pun intended there. More to come on that. Traded.
no, seriously
No.
though, it is based on.
Hey, Bradley, where can we hear you? Where can we
Twitch.
find Bradley?
Yeah.
I'm only on Twitch on Monday nights doing the talk show. I got tired of DJing on Twitch. I hate to keep
Nobody
a schedule.
watches. I know.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, and I was doing okay for a while. I had a following, and then I stopped doing it for the summer last summer because I just got annoyed with it and would rather go live a life and whatnot. So I lost a lot of people because of it, but I stick to doing the Monday night thing because I legitimately have a fun time getting to talk to people like yourselves and whatnot. And that's it. I don't do it any other time. I might do like live from my gigs on a Thursday night locally. I may go live, but you're just seeing the videos. I'm not on the mic talking. I'm not doing any of that stuff. So
Right.
just Monday nights. But yeah, you guys should definitely do this on Twitch. Start it up.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of on there. We don't really pay for the subscription or the service, so we don't, like I don't know that they save anything. Like on YouTube, we have I don't know, like probably 250 episodes at least. But
okay,
well,
you could do all three, right? You could go because that's what I did tonight.
Yeah, we do that.
And,
I do Twitch, Twitter, and
So
Facebook, YouTube.
So you played the Superstar on tonight. So so did that go out on Facebook?
When it's live, yes, but I think if you go to play it back, it
gets
probably
dinged,
muted.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I get smoked on that.
Same thing on YouTube as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, same on Twitch. When I play music, it all gets dinged.
Well, when you're live,
Really?
you're good. Yeah, when you're live, you're okay. Twitch is
Only
good.
live, yeah.
Because that's why I found Twitch, because I was doing it live streams on Instagram and Facebook during COVID, and then one of the guys I listened to on Sirius was like, "Oh, follow me on Twitch." So I'm like, "Oh, let me check this out." And then I actually met Tom Hall, who does Retro Mix every day, or used to do it every day at noon. I'm like, wait a minute, this seems kind of cool. And then I got involved in doing the whole thing, doing shows every Monday and Tuesday. But then, like I said, after a while, I was like, I don't really want to do this. And there's a lot of weird people out there on the interweb too. You know,
I like weird people.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, yeah. There's some weird people out there.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
we get our share of weird ones.
Oh yeah. I'll keep it at
All
that.
right.
And they're mostly coming from Twitch, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try and do this again.
This was fun. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I liked it, and thanks for being on my show earlier. It was great.
Oh, thank you for having us on your show.
We'll do it again. I've always wanted to be on here, and it's nice to actually see your faces and actually, for the most part, and talk to you versus.
Well, that's cool. And if you're watching our show, you can always send us a message. Say, hey, it's Bradley. Let me on.
You have in the
send
past.
you a link. And,
I have been in the past. I've been in there. I make my comments here and there. So
yeah,
it's hard
You
to
can
shut
join
me up
us.
sometimes. But thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah,
very
you're
much.
welcome.
And accept my friend request on Facebook. I sent one to all of you.
Yeah,
George,
I did. I got it.
Thank you,
that?
guys.
Sounds
Thank
good,
you.
bud.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We'll do.
You can leave if you want, or you can hang around till Heiko does his end thing.
You don't have to go, Brad.
Oh,
we're
okay.
not telling you to leave.
Ringo will
All right.
disappear again. LSD
All right.
syndrome.
I'll wait. It's cool. If you're okay with it, I'll wait. I'll say
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Special report just in.
Hey, this is Spiffy Vengeance, and I'm reporting for the Heikadelic Show. In behind me, you can see the War of the Worlds going on as we speak. It's amazing. It's a light show. It's over the Pickering Darlington nuke plant, but we're not sure what's going on. We think it's aliens, because if you watch, we've been watching this for almost an hour now, and the light show is incredible. What we thought was just a storm appears to be possibly alien invading the Durham region. This is Stiffy Vengeance, and I am going to try and stay awake and watch the show behind me, and hopefully I won't get probed. See you on the Heikadelic Show Monday night.
Isn't she something? Oh my
That's
god.
a guy. It's got to be a guy. It's Stiffy Vengeance.
I don't want to
Stiffy
get
Vengeance,
probed.
you got it.
That can't be a girl.
Whatever. I don't want to be probed by that.
Hey,
It looks like kind of like a mushroom.
really? I wonder if like getting probed is like giving head. Like if
Looks
you
like
do it
she
once,
could be part of
everybody. You
probe.
get called a cocksucker for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You get probed, you're called a probe.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay,
Well, the
these
thing is-
laws are good. Okay, bye. Good night.
When you
Okay,
when you
Derek.
get to a certain age,
Yeah.
Yes.
getting probed is not a bad thing.
Ooh.
No, you're right. You're
It's
right.
never
Everybody
good.
over 40.
So anybody out there, don't worry
It's
about
never-
it. It's all right.
It's but it's never good.
And I do want
No,
to
I'm not
say
saying
too,
it's enjoyable or anything, but
Did you ever get that where you feel like a bowling ball?
well,
All right.
no.
So can we sign off and we'll
I know,
go
eh?
back
Like,
to green room
holy
and-
shit.
All I can tell you is that when they say
Yeah.
put your knees up, that's all the warning you get.
Oh my god.
Just so you know. All right. Okay, Hike.
Well,
How
I
do you
want to
think I've
thank all the
lasted this
fans
long?
that were part of our show tonight. The list is huge, so I can't even go through the names. We'll be here all night because Derek won't shut
It's
up.
been a long weekend. Hey?
Next week, I just want to mention we're going to have a representative from the Ride for Dad, prostate cancer ride for motorcycles. We're going to have him on next Monday.
We were just talking about
And
that.
yeah, I just want to throw this out here. Let's see if I get this on the screen. It's a local plant sale, May 27th. That's next Saturday in Cannington.
That's 2020. What the hell? It's 3 years
What?
old.
What do you
well,
read?
just the address.
2020.
Yeah, address. 2020.
Yes.
Gardens.
Yes, Rock 2020
Yeah,
Gardens. That's what it's
Kelly
called.
Dillon.
Check that out. That's the local horticultural society has got a huge plant sale going on. Get lots of good stuff if you're into plants.
Wicked.
And speaking
You
of
get-
plants, don't worry.
Fertilizer?
The special plants will be coming, boys. They're coming. Don't worry.
Okay.
I have
anyways-
no idea what you're talking about, and
No, it's all good. It's all
they
good.
are not coming to my house.
That's right. Exactly.
I want to thank
We're-
everybody for being
We're
a
going to
part of
give
the
you
show.
a U.S. address.
Yes. Bradley, it was a pleasure
thank
being
you.
on your
too.
show and you
thank
coming
you.
on our show tonight.
Oh,
That was
This was a
wonderful.
blast. Thank you.
We'll get together again for sure.
We'll have
And
to
for
do it
the
in
rest of
person.
you out there and all my co-hosts, thanks again. And we'll see you all here next Monday night on the Heikadelic Show. Cheers. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
And that's
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.
Hi there, my name's Mr. Wiggleton, and I'm actually the producer and janitor here at the Heikadelic Show. But anyhow, I think it's good, but it really it's pretty late show, so I don't even watch it myself, so I have no idea what it's about. But that Heiko guy, he's pretty smart. He is pretty smart. He doesn't pay me well, but he's pretty smart.